Hey, good morning, champions. Today, I want to talk about two terms that people throw around. I'm hearing feedback. Not really sure. Renee, can you mute yourself, please? Thank you very much. All righty. So, yes, I want to talk about two terms folks throw around all the time: manifestation and law of attraction. And I hear some people say, oh, well, I don't want to talk about manifesting things. It's going against the Lord and the God, and blah, blah, blah. It depends on who you are. But I don't see things that way. I believe in God. There's one God. But for me, they are both connected, these two terms, right? They're not the same. Do me a favor right now. Write in the chat, whether you're in Clubhouse, and we love our Clubhouse peeps, or anywhere else, type in the chat what you personally think the difference is between law of attraction and manifestation. Okay? Because the law of attraction is the universal principle that says what we focus on expands. Whatever energy, thoughts, beliefs we consistently hold on to tend to draw similar energy back into our lives, right? Think about it. The people that you're around, you're going to hang around like-minded people. The things that you do, right? Now, manifestation, that's our action plan. That's how we work with the law of attraction intentionally, with clarity, vision, and movement toward what we want. Today, I'm inviting you to lean in, not just on what you hope for, what you wish for, I hope I'm going to get it, but what you can actually make come true, right? And I'm speaking from experience right here. I have been doing vision boards for over a decade. So I say I am an expert when it comes to vision boards. I'm actually having a vision board in person and virtual the end of this month. If you click the link, you can join it. But I remember my very first vision board. I didn't know what it was. A school mate of mine invited me to her house. She said, I'm having a vision board party. And I really didn't hang out with girls too much. This is when I lived in New Jersey, just kind of having a regular life, right? Get up, go to work, go to sleep, get up. Of course, take care of the kids. And I went to her house, and she was a school teacher at the time, I believe. Her name was Antoinette. And she had a bunch of friends there with her. And I looked around her house. I was like, wow, this is so cool. She had a huge house. And she had all these ladies there, and they were like lawyers, doctors, teachers. And I was like, wow, this is cool. And she had us make like a check. There was a fake check on it. You had to write the amount of money you wanted. And I started cutting out pictures. We were cutting out pictures. She gave us a paper to fill out first. And with my particular vision board event, we're having pre homework. And that's kind of what she did. So we had to write out different things on this paper. And this is going to sound really weird, guys. Welcome to the room, Melvin. I wanted a community of women like she had. I wanted like minded women that wanted the same thing. So I cut out pictures of beautiful women and I put it up there. Let's fast forward to today. Every year after that, I have been doing vision boards, but for the past 2 years, I elevated my vision board experience to every single quarter for various reasons. One, I think about what I want, family, and it just happens. It's like, whoa, where did that come from? Right? Like, I want to take us back to 2020. Has anyone's life drastically changed since 2020? Give me a yes, give me an I'm gonna look in the chat right here because I want to see who's alive with me. Whose life drastically changed? Pastor Jeff says you attract who you are, not what you want. Ooh, I like that. That's spicy right there. Pastor Jeff, if you want to lean in on that, you can open up your mic because I like that. You attract who you are. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Go for it, PJ.
Let me get my mic up here. Yeah, we attract who we are, not what we want. And many people think that they hear that name it, claim it in so many circles. And the thing is that you can't just name it and claim it. It has to be who you are within, it has to be who your core is. And that is what the law of attraction is to Dr. PJ. And once you learn to change, when you can love people for who they are, when you can do good just for the sake of doing good, in other words, do what's right when nobody's looking. And when you understand the law of reciprocity and the law of sowing and reaping, and so then what you sow comes from within. And then that's what you reap. So that's what you manifest. after you recognize who you are really. And the thing is that everyone has opportunities to change who they are.
I love that. PJ, before you go, because I
Yes,
know how you smooth out. 2020, has your life drastically changed from then to now, where it might have gone down and then you brought it back up? Hey, Bella girl.
absolutely. My life has changed since Clubhouse, this community that I have become a part of, the people I have connected with. It has been phenomenal. It has absolutely changed my life. And I'll share later on how we talk about this manifestation and the law of attraction, how being connected to the right people and having the right motives leads to those things that you desire. I believe that there is a saying in the number one selling book of all
The
time,
Bible.
uh, that your gift will make room for you. And I believe that to be true, and it has done that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. If you're just tuning in, I am Stars Tina. We are talking about the law of attraction and manifestation, the difference. And the story I was sharing with you was going back to 2020 when my life drastically changed. I believe we have moments in our life where there's shifts that happen. I like to call them traumatides. For where you may have those. A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. Everyone goes through them. They rock your world. They shook. That you're shook, right? You're like, what the fudge just happened? Where am I going? What happened? And in 2020, that happened for a lot of people. 2016, major trauma happened for me. But fast forward to 2020, which was COVID, my life changed, right? I thought I was kind of back on track. My husband at the time and I, we moved to Texas for a new life, right? Because they say you got to move to grow. I'm a Jersey girl through and through. Come through Jersey. If you're from yeah, take two. If you are from Jersey, make some noise, give me some something in the building. But I love Jersey. I never imagined ever in my life that I would leave Jersey. But for me, marriage is for life, your wife, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. And he wanted us to move to Texas for a better life. And I was like, okay, I'm the wife, I'm gonna do it. So I gave up everything. When I say everything, 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 right? And 2 months into Texas, he left. Right. And I say that to say because I was so lost at the time. I'm not blaming him. I was not ready at that time for a relationship. I just was not mentally in a good place. I was lost. I was confused. I was like, what is going on? Right. So I say that to say I bounced around from Texas to North Carolina, back to Texas. And going back last year to Texas, I just kind of said, you know what, Tina? It's time to stop trying to control your life because I'm that person. I like to know what's going to happen before it happens, right? It's like, okay, what are we doing next week? What are we doing next month? That was me all the time. And I said, you know what? God, I'm putting my hands up. That's it. I'm tired of trying to do this. I'm following your way. I just kind of like, I had this big, beautiful Bible. Let me show you guys my Bible. Let me show you my Bible. I love my Bible. I love my Bible. This big old Bible right here with the big font, because when you get over 50, your eyes kind of give out on yourself. So I said, God, take the wheel. Take the wheel. You drive this car of life for me. And I remember it so clear. It was a new moon, July 2nd, probably first or second it was. And it was a new moon. I got to write this in a book somewhere. And I went outside with my moon water that I was creating. And I said, okay, God, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to live? What's going on? Because I felt like I didn't have any roots. I felt like I was just going and going and moving and going and going. And there's a song actually, it's called No Roots. And I remember I was teaching a spin class and I heard this song. I'm like, what is she talking about? No roots, right? Bouncing all over the place. That was me at the time. So I said, Lord, what do you want me to do? And a couple things happened that were just a wake up call for me. First of all, I used to wear 7 bracelets all the time, and a person had given me one of the bracelets. The next morning, that particular bracelet broke. Uh, My mother and I had a situation that happened, and I was like, that's my sign. I hit up my girl Renee, and I kind of went like this, closed my eyes, kind of like hit the map, and boom, I'm going to Tampa without a plan, without a car, without a job, without anything. All I had was the faith from my God. That's it. So if we had to title today's topic, the theme of this year for me, it is faith it till you make it. Not fake it, faith it. Faith. Faith it till you make it. And that's what I did last year. I came to Florida, and the first month I was kind of in my head. I'm from Jersey. I'm used to having a car, right? We drive everywhere. And I'm here, and I was literally ready to just give up. And I remember Renee was like, "Well, Tina, you can take the bus." I was like, "Oh, me take the bus? Does she not know who I am? Is she crazy?" I literally thought that. I was like, I am not taking the bus. So I was Ubering everywhere. Uber is kind of expensive, guys. So I was like, okay, this is getting kind of tough. So I decided, I'm an online fitness coach, right? So I have an online community. I teach fitness classes, I do coaching, but the money wasn't all the way there for me. So I'm like, girl, you're probably gonna have to get a job. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a job. I went everywhere. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I even went to Little Caesars. How do you not get hired at Little Caesars? I'm like, what the what? Anyway, so I said, Renee, this is the day. I'm going to the mall. And if I don't get a job today, I'm out. I'm leaving. Because again, it's my faith. If God wants this to work for me, He's going to make it work for me. So I went to the mall. I'm walking around, whatever, whatever. And I saw this store and I was like, "Ooh, that's cute." It's called Urban Native. And I walked in just to look at the clothes. I was like, oh my God, I love the store. I love the store. Now, I'm really not a fashionista sort of girl, but I want to be. I want to be more fashionable, all that sort of stuff. So I'm walking around the store. I'm like, oh my God, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. I'm just looking at everything. I'm like, walking around having orgasm after orgasm after orgasm with all the stuff in there. And then I went up to the front counter and I was like, you're not hiring, are you? First of all, who does that? Where's that positive energy? It was not there. And he says, well, actually, we are. I was like, oh my gosh. He interviewed me on the spot. We went outside, sat down. And I love the fact that he was a pastor at one point. We're having our conversations going back and forth. He hired me. Whoa, baby, amazing. That was one thing that was like a stamper. And then now, again, I'm all by myself here in this beautiful place of Florida. I was going to the beach all the time because I live like 3 miles from the beach, but I was still here alone, right? So my friend was like, well, Tina, you need to get a car because, I was doing the bus. Now, mind you, the bus was like not even 5 minutes, 2 minutes from where I was living at the time to the bus stop to the job. And it gets hot here in Florida, guys. When I say hot, like, Lord of mercy. From the walk from my house to the bus stop, I was drenched with sweat. I mean, I was just like, you think I just finished mowing the lawn or something. So I was like, my friend was like, Tina, you should get a car. But I was kind of scared because I'm like, I don't know about the money and this. And then it was so hard because I'm not giving up my Jersey driver's license. I'm not giving it up. Long story short, I got a car and I was like, oh my gosh. So in my mind, for the longest time, guys, I've always wanted my own studio. Now, I've had studios in the past when I was in Jersey, modeling studios for my modeling company, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to fitness, I wanted my own location. This is something I just thought about. I may have written it down a little bit, but in the back of my head, I'm like, I want my own brick and mortar so I can build a community and share and grow, right? So fast forwarding to today, actually, it was about 4 months, 3, 4 months ago. I like to plan, like I told you. So Renee and I are planning for next year. And even the move, like where I lived from when I first came to now, right? Like I was just in a little rooming house because I didn't know if I was going to stay in Florida. This place is called Pad Split and you pay weekly. And I was like, okay, that's cool, that's cool. Because I came to Florida with 2 suitcases and a carry-on bag. That's it, right? When I was doing my lives, I legit had my suitcase and my computer on top of my suitcase. That was my desk, right? Because I was like, I don't know if I'm staying here. I don't know. I didn't even buy pillows, guys. I had a pillowcase because my mom got me sheets and I put all my like underclothes in my pillowcase. That was my pillow because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to stay or not, right? So that apartment, moved to a different one, moved to it. long story short, I am now in a beautiful community. Oh my gosh, I love it. We have events here, two pools, community center. So I've got a beautiful apartment. And as I was saying a few months ago, everything that I have right now, I was planning on getting for next year, like the new apartment. And I was saying, next year I really want to get a studio, Renee. And a different friend says to me, "Girl, why don't you just go around and find an office space, blah blah blah." And it was a Sunday, and I was like, "Lord, I want." Right. And someone had told me, and it's all about your connections, like Pastor Jeff said. It's who you are becoming, the people you're surrounding yourself with. And I went to this lady and she's like, "Sure." She gave me a price and it was over the price range I wanted, and I tell you, when you want something bad enough, guys, you're going to make it happen, because she gave me the price for the rent that she wanted, and I didn't quite have it. It was a Sunday, and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna just give her partial and then give the rest later." So I text her and I said, "Okay, I can give you X amount of dollars and I'll give you the rest next week." And she says, "Oh, just wait until you have the money to move in." I was like, "Hold up, wait a minute." In my mind, I was already in the studio, right? So I got on my phone. I was in church just like texting people. I need blah, 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 blah. Let's just say I got the money. When you want something bad enough, you're going to make it happen. So I had manifested having my own location. And guess what, guys? I currently have my own location here in Tampa, Florida. It's a holistic wellness center, and I absolutely love it. If you're just coming in, we're talking about law of attraction and manifestation. I want to share some notes with you guys that I had, because the law of attraction is the principle, right? The belief that what you focus on expands. Your energy, like a vibe check, right? Your energy attracts experiences that match your frequency. So if your frequency is always low, that's what you're going to attract, right? Why do you think my energy is always so high, right? And it's either going to pull you in or push you away. That's how my energy works. Now, manifestation is the process. It's what you do to bring those thoughts and desires to reality. The law of attraction is like the rule of gravity, and manifestation is you using that rule intentionally. And I'm thinking intentional is going to be my word of the year for next year, because when you're intentionally focused on what you're going to do and what you want, guess what? You get it, right? So think of it this way, peeps. Law of attraction is the magnet, right? And manifestation is the movement that positions the magnet to pull you what you want, right? So, whatever it is that you want, you have to think it, you have to feel it, you have to see it, you have to embrace it. You got to get rid of those negative, stinking thoughts. I don't care what they are. I don't care who told you you weren't good enough, you weren't going to get this, you weren't going to get that. That was that person projecting their thoughts onto you because they were scared that they couldn't do it. So I got some goody goods for you guys. If you like what you're hearing, I want to invite you to our vision board event. And it's in person, like I said, in Tampa. It's also going to be virtual. But the other day I had an idea, because I'm really good at pulling ideas out of people. As I mentioned, I'm a life and health coach, and God has gifted me with the ability to just feel what people want, what they need. So I decided to add on a bonus for 7 special people who want a one-on-one vision board evaluation, so I can guide them for where they want to be for the new year. So if that's something that you think that you want, you can click the link, sign up for that, or DM me. That's a personal one-on-one, and I'm only choosing 7 people because that's my favorite number. And yes, you do have to apply for this actual one-on-one. So right now I'm going to give you the 3 steps. Are you ready? Are you ready? 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 Somebody wants to speak. Unmic. I keep hearing unmic. Go. So I was just going to say that this show is so lit up. I put the link to your YouTube channel up at the top so that people can subscribe and listen to the replay. Thank you so much, Renee. That's why I love her so much. I love her, love her, love her. So I need a favor from you guys. Okay. This is what I need you to do right now. I have a goal, and I don't like to say goal, I'd say target. I've got a target that I'm shooting for the end of this year. And it's with my YouTube channel. I need 103, I think, more subscribers to hit my target. which is 1,000. So if you all could do me a favor right now, yes, Pastor Jeff, yes, Thon, and I don't care if you're, because I get people, I'm already subscribed, Tina. Okay, that's great, thank you. But I'm sure you have another email. So go to your other email and subscribe. But let me tell you why you want to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's part of a movement. And the movement that I'm creating is changing the world one woman at a time through fitness. Now, on this particular YouTube, I have different playlists. A playlist are different videos that you can do. If you're a senior and you're looking for a senior to connect with in regards to exercise, there is my mother. I have an online fitness boutique studio. My mother teaches fitness classes, so you can actually watch her classes, right? I have my personal classes on there, from yoga to strength to spin classes. And then we have other coaches that have classes on there. But besides the exercise peeps, we got some motivation and inspiration on there. So, what I would love for you to do, Tawanda, Queen, Sarah, Ade, River, do me a favor, peeps. Go over to YouTube, click the link at the top, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I don't say my, it's our, right? I want to give Carla a big shout out because she helps me out with the covers and the descriptions and all that beautiful stuff. Jimbo, Al, and Lindsay, welcome to the room. Go to the top, join the family up there. And I have 3 action steps. Are you ready? Oh, by the way, I didn't get to go through all my notes. So if you want the notes, you can text, put it in the chat, Renee. But if you want the notes, because I missed a lot of stuff, guys, text 732-656-8973 for the show notes and details. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me tap in really quick. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. So the 3 things that you can do to attract, law of attraction, 3 action steps to do before the end of the year. Here we go. Number 1, audit your energy. Check what you've been feeding your thoughts with. Shift from I hope I get this, I wish I get to this, I know I'm going to get this. That's the first thing right there. You can't attract abundance if your energy is stuck in doubt. Number 2, visualize and verbalize. Make that vision board vivid, specific, clear, right? Speak what you see daily. Your words, my friends, create the vibration that magnetizes your manifestation. So every single day when you get up, you not only have to see it, feel it, you got to say it, you got to let everyone around you know that, right? So right now, I'm manifesting my husband for 2026. We're not getting married in 2026 because I want a long engagement, but I am manifesting my future husband. The third tip that I have for you guys right there is act as if. Take one bold move that aligns with your future self now. Whether that's joining a class, sending an email, decluttering your space, show the universe you are ready, right? If you want to, like, are you physically ready? Are you mentally ready? Are you doing the work? So important. The difference between manifestation and the law of attraction is the principle, the belief that what you focus on expands, your energy attracts experiences that match your frequency, right? And as I said, manifestation is the process. So, what process are you taking and doing today to make that happen? Now, where did I get this information from? It didn't just pop from my head, right? The modern law of attraction attraction concept grew out of the 19th and early 20th century spiritual philosopher, and it's a movement as New Thought. Another piece where I got my information, authors like William Walker Atkins, who wrote Thought Vibration or the Law of Attraction in the Thought World. Another place, Dr. James Michael. Now, over time, these ideas evolved with manifestation practices you see today. People combine mindset, clarity, and deliberate action. That's what's going to make all this stuff happen. So, what I want you to do, family, is lean into your vision. Speak it. Speak the future life that you want, the future people you want to be around, right? If it's a car, if it's a bag, if it's changing the world, that's what we are doing here at Elevate 360. We are a community. And if you're a woman and you're looking for a community that you can vibe with, right? That's a safe space. You're welcome to join. Um, Use the law of attraction as your compass. Where am I going? Where am I going? But let manifestation be what gets you up and running, gets you going. Remember, possibility is inside of you, my friend. Everything is already inside. God planted the seeds in you. You just got to water them. Alrighty, it's time for you to show up and show out. Your future self is waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh, my Lord of mercy, it's 5:30 already. All right, guys. Again, If you want the email, you can text the word email, the phone number 732-656-8973. And if you want this on replays, you can go to the YouTube channel for more. With that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm throwing the mic up in the air. I believe we're waiting for Glenn. Is that correct? We are live. We're live.